Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your end of August 2023 General Tarot update. It's Raina here. So, I started these readings like last week, but I had to do private readings, so I kind of got, a little bit delayed, a little bit backed up here, but I'm back in business. And I got a new tarot deck too, that you're going to be the first sign that I actually use them on. I don't know, I probably should shuffle them very heavily so that they are not anywhere near each other. But you know what? As soon as I picked up this deck, I felt like it was so good in my hands. They're kind of smaller than the typical tarot deck. And by the way, I'm not getting paid to talk about these cards. I actually just looked on Amazon and looked at reviews, and sometimes I haven't experienced, the typical positive reaction that a lot of people do to a particular deck, but this one I did because I'm a stickler for good cardstock. And these are sticky, kind of. They're glossy, which I always like, but they're also very sticky, which means that it's easy to kind of separate them when you pick them up. Sometimes with matte cards, it's not that easy. And I love the shape of them. It's called the Crystal Magic Tarot Deck, and they have crystal correspondences for each card. So I hope that that's not going to be too much of a distraction, but it can give a feel for the type of healing that a particular card may lend itself to. So we'll see. So I have been shuffling as I've been talking. Yes, some of the cards may still be, they always do them in the order that they're supposed to be, but I'm spreading out all these cards, so I'll pick them from different places in the deck. And so, yeah, you're the first one. Oh, wow. I picked the Magician as the first card, but it definitely was not like at the front. That's pretty cool. And I'm always into artwork as well and having different colors. Okay, so this meets my seal of approval, to say the least. Oh no, they're starting mowing the lawn right when I'm trying to work. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I'm going to try to press onward and hope that this won't be too distracting. Also, another thing, this is kind of hard to adjust, so I'm going to just hold up the cards. The heart of the matter is the Magician card. So this is really about your ability to manifest on your own terms. In other words, we manifest things all the time, don't we? Some things that we manifest, we don't want. We say, no, I did not ask for that. But in fact, depending on the kind of behaviors that you're engaged in, the kind of people that you're hanging around, it's cause and effect is pretty, straightforward, isn't it? So this is about really seeing yourself as a conscious co-creator, not an unconscious creator, and actually going for it. So whatever those dreams are, that can be the area of life where you really want to have something amazing happen. But just thinking that it's going to drop from the sky, that magical thinking, which is fun to do, and which maybe sometimes there are particular things that do happen that are very like a miracle. I do believe in those kinds of things, but if we look at it always as that and that we have no power over it, that's where I think it gets problematic. And so you are probably seeing how you can do this. Now, having Saturn in your sign is a great, you have Neptune going through your sign. That is that kind of love of magic and the mystical. But Saturn is going through Pisces for the next few years, and it's retrograding right now. So it's really bringing those ideas on an internal level to you. And it's like, what kind of discipline does it take to make these things happen? We don't think of discipline sometimes with manifestation because of The Secret. I don't know, but I'm sure The Secret does talk at least about discipline of thoughts and things like that. But just this idea that you can crystallize your dreams. They don't have to just stay in the realm of fantasy, in other words. So I think when I go through these first set of readings, I'm going to talk about some of these crystals like jade. Jade is green, and so it probably is good for prosperity. I think, the Chinese have something with jade. So there you go. That's just an example of that. And in the past tense, we have the Ace of Cups. This is new love or new offer of some or new endeavor of a creative or a romantic nature. So this might be the same kind of thing where even if you manifest your soulmate, if you will, do you have the ability to maintain that relationship if you feel that you're afraid of that person leaving or that person cheating? How is that going to play out? And that's where I think the Magician comes in. And by the way, that crystal that the Ace of Cups is connected to, I've never even heard of. It's called cobaltocalcite. For love, I've heard of rose quartz. I don't know if tiger's eye has anything to do with that, but never heard of that. So I can't speak on that. The higher message is the Fool and green adventurine. I don't know if that's how you say it, but the Fool is, you see that chickadee, the 0 point, and the butterfly below probably symbolizes the transformation that can occur. This is the Fool's journey, the beginning of the Fool's journey. So this idea of not knowing where it's going to take you in your life. And are you okay with that? Do you have to micromanage everything and make sure that it's going to go down a certain path? That's why I think that, with the Ace of Cups, if there's somebody that has come into your life and instead of feeling gratitude, you're feeling panic, it could be because you're awfulizing the situation and you think that maybe something bad is going to happen because of this, because of your past, really. You know what I mean? So you have to watch out for those negative tapes playing that can kind of spoil your blessings, block your blessings. So the card that crosses you is the Six of Wands. And this is a card that can deal with taking your bow. Now, the reason that I was a little bit confused was it wasn't that I don't know what the Six of Wands means, but when I was looking at this illustration, I was thinking, what in God's name does this have to do with the Six of Wands? Well, I mean, that if that is supposed to be the sun, this is connected to Leo energy. And it's all about this idea of being recognized, being given your recognition for your talents, your accomplishments. But I also think that it has to do with this idea of do you allow yourself to be surrounded by people that see the best in you? So because this is in the challenge position, the answer might be no, that you don't. That you have a tendency to maybe people like that you don't trust. You think that there's something wrong with them. They're phony. They're obviously, they're they're not telling the truth, because obviously you don't have those attributes. And that can also block these blessings that have to do with love, or some kind of, even like a job that you're aligned to that really is more what you're about. It may feel strange if you're being treated so well. What's coming in is the Five of Wands. This is a card sometimes that can be like, you see that there are various people in this picture. On the positive side, there can be this sense of these people competing in other words, they're at the top of their game and you have joined in the fray. And so rather than it being this negative situation, you are surrounded by greatness, and that makes you rise to the occasion. When I see the Five of Wands, sometimes I think of conflict. It's kind of strange that they have these illustrations that look almost like, like swords, not wands, and the swords, represent that conflict. The wands are supposed to be passion. So if you are going down a new path with some kind of, maybe it's a new job, a new business that you're launching, and you feel this sense of a little bit of apprehension of how it's going to work, this is a card of like, showing your stuff, bringing your A game. And it's not toxic competition. It doesn't have to be, in other words. And the outcome is the Four of Wands. This can be marriage, a new home, a celebrate. Well, that the home front is a happy place. And I'm one of those people, I always tell people when I'm doing private readings that I'm holistic in the sense that when you're talking about one area of life, you're really talking about, it's going to affect other areas. So if you are happy with what you're doing career-wise or work-wise, that's going to improve your, domestic life, your family life as well. But this could be, for some people, a new home that you're anticipating or you're moving into, but just kind of like this enthusiasm for the domestic side of life. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I have some package deals with astrology and also some mixed with the tarot. I have standalone readings, career, love, and that sort of thing. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.